Hey everyone, in this video here, it's a bit different. I have a couple friends. I have Red here. I have R.E.Z, also known as R.E.Z. I didn't know that he was R.E.Z. We're gonna just go through Arlecchino's kit. Now, I'd have no information like pure details or anything about her. We just got the information here, and this is like just a live reaction, and we're just trying to break it down. We are not like TGS calculator or Jeff or J Stone or Jelly Impact that, fully like has a good grasp of it. This is like a first reaction of the kit. We might have a lot of details wrong here. It's just our interpretation of the kit. And I think it's really cool. If you like this kind of video, let me know. And, I like having these things, having like community type videos. It's not just my viewpoint, it's everyone. This is what I wanted my channel to be. And I am finally starting to do it. So I hope you guys enjoy. And another thing, like every other channel has been dropping all of the details, but I won't, I won't be surprised if Hoyoverse takes down this one first. But yeah, this is the discussion of Arlecchino. Hope you enjoy. We have the normal attack here. There's something with this bond of life thing. It says when it's greater than 30% of her maximum health. She gains 40% pyro damage bonus. Her normal attacks, charge attacks, plunge attacks are converted and it cannot be overridden to pyro damage. And then she goes into a pyro shadow praise state. Arlecchino normal attacks are transformed into the Feast of the Crimson Death. Hitting an enemy with this attack increases the damage dealt by an amount proportional to Arlecchino's attack multiplied by the current percentage of her bond of life, consuming 5.5% of the current bond of life in the process. This consumption can occur once every 0.05 seconds at most. So, with that being said there, we don't see that we cannot have like a healer running alongside it because you want to keep this bond of life. That's what I think.
But it's just greater than her maximum health, though.
Greater than 30% of her max. So I guess then like you cannot trigger it once she's under 30%.
Yeah, it's because it says greater or equal to. So if it's below, it's not going to work. But if
Oh,
it's greater,
it's kind of similar to R.E.Z.
So far, depends if it's exactly like Risley, right? Because you know how painful it can be when Risley under, right? He doesn't even get it to
Yeah,
basically. So it can be interesting if it's done properly, but again, I have to see.
yeah. Let me go down because I wonder if she have any self-healing. Elemental skill, she launches the command of Eclipse Blood Fire, dealing pyro damage to multiple enemies and dashing forward to perform a slashing attack on one of them, causing an AoE pyro damage. When these attacks hit enemies, they apply Blood Depth. After the dash slash, Arlecchino's bond of life is cleared and Ash Nourishment is performed. It restores health to Arlecchino based on 100% of declared bond of life. So she has some HP regeneration.
Okay.
The blood depth lasts for 30 seconds, dealing pyro damage to the enemies every 3 seconds. Wait, the blood depth is the state? Oh no, that's a DOT. It will recover and clear blood depth from nearby enemies. Isn't that like similar to like when Hu Tao does a charge attack and she put the blood blossom on them?
I mean,
For
they're not
each,
really deal. They're more like taking damage and.
yeah. For each blood depth recovered, a bond of life equal to 20% of Arlecchino maximum health is applied within 20 seconds after using an elemental skill. A bond of life up to 80% can be granted in this way. Yo, this kit kind of seeming a little, you know. The blood depth lasts 30 seconds, dealing pyro damage to enemy every 3 seconds up to 3 times. Yeah, that's like a blood blossom, like what Hu Tao got when Arlecchino performs a charge attack. So she has to do a charge attack. It will recover and clear blood depth from nearby enemies. Oh, so you apply it on them, you do a charge attack, and she will recover. For each blood depth recovered, a bond of life equal to 20% of Arlecchino maximum health is applied. So it's like you put it on the enemies, and I guess when you do the charge attack, you get those stacks for the bond of life. That's
I
what I'm
guess.
thinking.
I'm trying to like it. I'm
Process
trying to.
it, yeah.
It sounds like something that I've seen before, where it's like you apply a status of what is it, man?
Yeah.
It was a game I played where you were. It was a class. It was called like a blood berserker or something. Like you would bleed the enemies, and then every time you dealt damage, you would like gain health and increase your attack, but only on
God
the ones you
damn.
applied that affliction to. So I mean, is that what blood debt is? Like it's an affliction she applies, and then
Yeah. It looks so.
Uh-oh.
Because it's triggered when she uses her elemental skill. So when his attack hits, they apply. All right, so it says it here. So she dashes forward and hits. She locks onto one enemy, and any enemy within the range, it causes a AoE pyro damage, and then it applies this blood depth. It could be like just like that. What you talking about, Arlock? Yeah.
So that right, if what that said true, right? Would she even need a healer? Period.
well,
That's a
that's why
good
I
question.
suggested Dea, because with Dea, if she works with her, you could stretch that out. Like you can make that last longer because Dea can self heal and still absorb. That's if it counts. Like
Yeah.
if that triggers her.
I guess it would though.
Right.
Mitigating damage as well. We'll have to see the talent. The burst score is 60, cooldown is 15 seconds, invokes the wing of Eclipse Bloodfire, granting Arlecchino a bond of, so it's more bond of life thing. Everything is revolving around bond of life. 50% of maximum health and causing AoE pyro damage. So I don't know if you want to keep her at a maximum health or not. That's the thing. Let me see the talents where it does. Talent 1, when defeating an enemy, so when you kill somebody affected by the blood depth, so you use the elemental skill, you put blood depth on them. Arlecchino is directly granted a bond of life again, with 70% of her maximum health. Additionally, blood depth has stages that differentiate its effects depending on the stage of blood depth at the time of its recovery. The amount of bond of life granted to Arlecchino varies. Blood depth starts at the first stage and increases by one stage every 3 seconds, up to a maximum of 3 stages. Upon recovering blood depth at stages 1, 2, and 3, Arlecchino respectively granted a bond of life worth of 20%, 25%, 70% of her maximum health. God damn, bro.
I mean, and that just sounds good.
It sounds good, but to me, I don't know why I can't process it.
Well, I mean, it sounds like something that's like, you know what? Let's just tweak that down. That sounds busted.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So I guessing with all right. So I guessing like the elemental skill don't really have like you click the elemental skill, she goes into the state, and it's not like how child. Well, it's not really like how child or like how wanderer how it have a bar that goes down. It looks like this bond of life thing. You will have to work around it. Otherwise, if you consume too much of it, it will stop the state. That's what I'm getting from it.
Huh.
Talent 2, based on Arlecchino, attack power for every 100 points above 1,000, she gains 1% resist. Oh my god, 1% resistance to all elements and physical damage up to 20%.
Nah. That's imaginary. That somebody needs to get off the nose candy. That's not. They wouldn't allow that.
That's so with 2,000 attack, she gets 20% resistance all around. The last talent in both team settings and combat, Arlecchino can only benefit from the healing provided. Wait, what? In both team setting and combat, Arlecchino can only benefit from the healing provided by her own elemental skill. She cannot receive healing from any other sources. Outside of combat, oh my god, you cannot run her with a healer. No, wait, that means you could run her with Bennett.
Yeah, well, yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, so that bond of life is probably what's stopping her, because the
Yeah,
bond of life triggers when she uses her attack, right? Or is it her
right,
E?
right.
Because something has to trigger the moment she's in combat,
Yeah.
which would make sense why she can't earn it, and that's why it's like Bennett or Dea or who else can provide support off like that. I mean, because those talents sound great, but they just sound very nerfable. It's like, no, we can't. That's too good to be true.
Like, probably they'd lower it or like remove it, period. Yeah, and also they have like a month until Arlecchino comes out.
So she'll be consuming HP here, right? Something like that, right?
Uh-huh.
Did it say it that she does though? Attack, setting an enemy with this attack increases damage. We know that. Consuming 5.5%. So she pops the elemental skill. She loses 30% HP like Hu Tao. She gets the pyro damage bonus. She gets the infusion. Then she goes into the shadow state. Right? And then every time you attack, it probably stacks up like Jade Spear.
But the thing I'm wondering, right? The thing is, as we keep saying, right, it looks really good. But one thing is, with the fact that she can't really take other healers, right? Even if, even if you might not want any healing, right? Would like the external buffs from like Bennett would be enough to like justify it, or like would it be worth it just to maximize Arlecchino full kit?
Nah,
No,
I think Bennett will
I'm with
work with
Red
her.
on that. Yeah, like you won't get the healing, but you should get the attack buff. That's what I'm saying. Like you get Daya for the damage resistance, but you get Bennett for the attack power. You know, so like she's still going to be losing health and gaining more attack, but now she
Yeah.
just has like a buff, to keep her
Yeah.
from completely flatlining.
Yeah.
You know that? Yeah, I'm with that.
What level was this? Level 10. It's higher than Hu Tao's. Her high plunge at 315.
So Jin Yun can work too.
Jin Yun could work too. And she could.
Yeah.
Oh my, wait. We could
So
do
you could
something
run
wacky.
Bennett.
We could do something wacky here. Right?
Yeah.
We could do like Arlecchino Dea. And we could put in like if the we don't know what the overload thing is as yet, right? So we could use Dea, Arlecchino, Electro character, and then we could use Cloud Retainer.
Could you use Dory with how her electro
Energy
application works?
Oh yeah, we
That's
could use
amazing.
Dory too because that electro application be like a string. It constantly active.
Yeah.
E2, right? You get like you get extra application with that little ball she summons.
Yeah.
Come on.
Now, I don't want to go down to the constellation. I don't want to see the constellation changing up her kit too much, but let me check it out.
I swear, if this is a Riot Day situation, I'm
I
gonna
can
break
feel my
some shit.
wallet like cringe.
Constellation 1, when the Feast of Crimson Death, the Feast of Crimson Death was, which one was that? That's the state, right? That's the normal attack states, right? So when Crimson Death from normal attack hits, there's a 33% chance it will not consume Bond of Life. So it extending it there. Instead it grants Bond of Life, it granting 5% more now. It's not like too big, but it could be. C2, the initial stage of blood depth, that's like the blood blossom thing, the DOT applied, is increased to the second stage. So you go to the second stage down here, it said what it does, there's something with 1, 2, and 3 somewhere here. Was it talent? Yeah. Blood depth starts off at first stage, increases. So I guess that's more damage or something when you apply it.
Hold on. So I'm thinking, is it kind of like Nouvelette, where he drains himself, but that increases his damage and then he heals. So like if Arlecchino, like that bond of life, is basically your what is it? What's the word? Like fat gum from My Hero, where he absorbs the damage and then he turns it into power or whatever, but she turns it into healing.
Oh,
Like at the debt is her life that increases her attack,
right.
and it's paid from attacking the enemies. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when that what is it? Instead, it grants a bond of life for 5% of her health.
Oh my god. You see this?
What?
When you get her C2, she summons in front of her dealing AoE pyro damage of 900% of Arlecchino's attack power. And this could trigger every 10 seconds. Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, this is all make believe. This either they let it go, either they let it slide. If they let it slide, they can't nerf her. Like if they release her in that state, she is going to be broken just from these constellations alone.
Yeah.
And
That's
they
higher than
can't
her
change
burst. The
The
burst
egg.
is 667 at level 10. This thing will be triggering every 10 seconds at
Wow, that's more
900%. Oh my
killing.
god. That's a nuke.
Yeah, I don't trust
Yeah.
it. Like, you better, yeah, you better just, imagine this in your dreams, because Mihoyo, nah.
Yeah, that looks really busted. But it's C2, C2 did is go all out. Talent level 3 is normal attack, so we don't know she's a normal attacking character. Constellation for her elemental burst increases the bond of life 25%. Arlecchino maximum health raises the stage off, so it goes up to stage 3 now. As soon as you hit the enemy, you get stage 3 of blood depth. It applies to enemies by 1. Additionally, successfully removing blood depth reduces the cooldown of her elemental burst by 2 seconds and restores. Oh my god, so they're gonna make her into a normal attack, into burst, into this calamity thing over and over. It's just gonna be triggering. So
Wow.
you're gonna pop her elemental skill, generate some energy. By the time you're ready to pop her elemental burst, this calamity thing will be triggering as well. So that's gonna be, oh my god, bro, that's 1500% gonna be hitting our enemy.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
cut that by half, and you might get that.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
I don't want us to raise our expectations, man, because if they release her like that,
She's
I just
setting the
don't
bar
believe.
high.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I understand why they say that she could be on the same power level as Neuvillette or rival him.
well, they doing this for the money, the amount of money.
She's trending in Japan. They say the only other character who was trending around her was Furina. So she's as hype as Furina in Japan.
I mean, she's a harbinger. She's hyped by
Yeah.
default.
Yeah.
Let me check out C6 there. The damage from dash slash, that's the elemental skill, is increased by 500% of a power. Well, we know C6 they might go out,
Yeah.
Multiplied by the current percentage of a bond of life. For 20 seconds after using an elemental skill, it increases Arlecchino normal and burst crit rate by 10% and crit damage by, oh my god, with a maximum
Yeah.
trigger once. Yeah. Yeah, well, C6 is kind of unrealistic to get for majority of us, even,
Hey,
C1,
hey,
but
you know those day one Arlecchino Sims who saw that teaser. You know that they're those type of people that save it.
yeah, but this kit, bro, this kit is, for me, it seems really, it seems like, no, it's not unfair. It seems like it's not a brain dead kit. That's what I like when they release things like this. It, it's working with, oh my god, what's that?
God damn.
Dog. I am so
Black
Shiori.
hole
Who?
behind you.
What? Oh my god.
Like, she has that. She just opened a domain expansion.
Yeah, exactly. Infinite Void.
Ryuch Kitenkai. Yo, is that flickering? No. Types of headaches, migraine, hypertension, stress, and what, allergy release before. Yeah, because it didn't drop this morning. They didn't drop it this morning. I was waiting for it. I didn't see it. Yo, y'all gotta tell me, all right. We have to wait until she comes out, but from just watching it here, I could safely say she's going to be one of the top DPS in this game, right? But I want to know what you guys' thoughts are. Like, if she was to be released in this state here, would you guys be comfortable?
Well,
Brother,
yes.
my wallet's on life support. What you talking about? I'm not comfortable. I mean, she looks fun. Like, cause I don't know about you guys. I don't care about. I mean, again, tired. Like, I'm a Daya main.
I know that,
She's
bro.
pitiful, man.
Yeah,
Anything that
bro.
makes her viable, the cope just like, oh my god.
Bro, but that's the thing though. I could see they are working very good with her here.
She looks fun, and that's my line.
Yeah.
I agree, right? But at the same time, if we talk power level, right? She looks promising.
Oh yeah, she looks. If they release her in that state, I would want to know who allowed it, and like, can they stay on the team
Yeah,
forever?
I'd give him a raise.
Exactly. And I also like that there's more to her, like her burst animation, all that other stuff. Like, it's not just boring.
Honestly, like there's a lot to take in. I'm sure my interpretation is like way off from what the actual kit is, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I think that this is going to be one of the best Pyro character coming to Genshin. She might be able to overthrow Hutao.
Damn, you know that's a flex when
We
you're power preparing
we talking
the whole.
crazy damage, a complete kit at C0 and AoE at the same time. The only problem Hutao has is AoE. Hutao has the damage, we know that. She has the crazy numbers.
Uh-huh.
But this unit just, you know, it's not a power creep though.
She's more self-sustaining too.
Yeah, self-sustaining, yeah. It's not a power creep, it's like a whole new mechanic coming to the game.
I would say she's a slight improvement if you want to give it any. If you want to be completely fair, I think she's better just because she has a lot more going on in her kit that isn't. I'm not saying Hutao's kit is trash. I'm just saying she got a lot more complexity to it. It's not confusing, but she's got more going on.
And the fact that you really need to do like chart cancel.
I wish they'd make more characters like they actually add combos.
That's right. That looks like something you see from Punishing Grey Raven.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you ever look up Raven on Honkai Impact, I mean she's a variant. Like that's her variant.
That's Natasha. And that's the version like from Natasha.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, this looks really similar.
Yeah, I mean, they are the same. They're the same person.
Who? Arlecchino and Raven?
Well, Raven is her Honkai Impact variant.
No
That's what I mean by same
way.
person.
Serious?
Yeah, just like Natasha is her Star Rail variant.
Really?
Because Raven has an orphanage. Natasha has an orphanage.
Oh.
Arlecchino has like they're all the same character.
Wait, you tell me on Boots the male Arlecchino.
I don't know about him. All right, I don't know about Home Dude. I don't know about Mother. That's what I'm gonna just call him. His name is gonna be Mother. It's Boot Hill.
I mean, I don't think much will come out because the drip marketing just came out today.
That's crazy.
Look at his arm, the middle of the hole in his arm. He has a fucking gun.
Yeah, he has a gun here.
Yeah, he's a gunslinger.
He has a hat too, right?
No.
Because in one of these pictures here.
No, his robotic hand is a gun.
Oh.
Look at the other hand.
This one?
His left hand.
Yeah, look. They have a hole.
Oh yeah, I'm now seeing it. Did they hire somebody new to design characters or something? Yeah, I have to wait and see the numbers for this.
Oh my god, man! I don't need that.
You don't need that, bro.
I don't
Start
need
saving,
that,
bro.
I'm already saving. Like I can get Arlecchino almost twice.
Goddamn. The main question is C0 Arlecchino and weapon or C1 Arlecchino and maybe Primordial Jade Wing Spear.
I don't know.
I will say it depends on the type of the weapon user. Because you have a lot of decent pole arms. And
yeah, you have China's weapon, you have Jade Wing Spear.
Homer might be a stat stick.
Yeah.
I always tell people pull the character first, then when their rerun comes, pull for their weapon.
I think that's I'll do the outro and stuff after, but I think we got a nice discussion here. Leave it awesome below, hit the like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, take care. Stars shining really, moon visions in my sight, landing nowhere with the sight. Had to take her with me, she was tasty to my sight, so I had a couple bites. I'm offended.